One thing I noticed about the college football playoff, and this is the first time we've had this concept of buys for some teams and other teams hosting games in round one. The teams that played the home games in round one are 3-0.
Exactly right.
And they all came out fast.
Right.
Even though it got interesting between Texas and Arizona State, it was 17-3. They came out fast. Ohio State came out fast against Oregon. Penn State came out fast.
You're right, Mike.
Against Boise State.
These are college kids with too long of a layoff.
It's 4 weeks or thereabouts for the teams that earned the buys, and you have in between that one more home game, a nice kick in the ass. You stay in your routine. You don't slip out of it, and you're ready. When the talent gaps aren't gigantic at the top, there's an advantage to being the team that played at home, was able to go out there and kick the crap out of somebody like all the teams did that played at home in the first round, and that gives you a whole array of advantages when you're neutral site, bowl game feel against a team that hasn't played in a month. And that's another flaw in this new process that clearly is a work in progress.
Yeah, I think you're right, and it's something that's the first time some of these college teams have got to figure this out and probably tinker with their schedule and how they do things there. But certainly it jumped out to me too. We talk about that all the time, right? You gone a long time without that the bar fight, and all of a sudden, oh boom, I got hit in the face, and the other team's been in the bar fight, and the other one's like, oh man, I forgot what it's like. And it certainly did look like that, and it'll be interesting later today to see Notre Dame-Georgia, what happens there. And is Georgia a little sloppy because they've had a long break? It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, and I think what it leads to is 16 teams. That's the only way to remove that aspect of it. Go ahead and do 8 teams at home in the first round. And, yeah, a lot of the games are going to be crap, but those 4 teams that otherwise wouldn't have played are going to be better suited. Or, until that happens, the coaches better come up with ways to keep their guys locked in.
Right.
You may want to have an off-the-books, high-end scrimmage with someone, and get a CFL team. I don't know, but have a scrimmage with someone to keep you sharp, because I think that was a real issue going into those games that we've seen, and we've got one more tonight. The Sugar Bowl postponed last night to tonight between Notre Dame and Georgia.
Texas.
And if that trend holds, there won't be a third game between Georgia and Texas, because Georgia's going to lose to the Irish tonight.
I would love to see Georgia and Texas one more time, but I won't be shedding a tear if the Irish beat Georgia and we don't have to deal with them. So it's a win-win either way. That's how I'm looking at it right now.
By the way, it's at 4 o'clock today, not tonight.
Well, why?
Why in the hell
Thursday night?
Give up a primetime slot? This is the problem with college football, man. That, they put games on cable instead of broadcast. Give the kids the maximum exposure.
Well, they have the Gator Bowl on.
Oh, who cares about the Gator Bowl?
That's incredible. But, yeah, that's crazy. 4 p.m., one of the biggest games of the year. It's very odd, no doubt about it. And you got to think the ratings won't nearly be the same. When I first heard it got canceled yesterday, I was like, oh, great. Now we'll have something on Thursday night to watch. This is going to be cool. We have no Thursday night football. And I was like, really, ESPN will probably be happy. They'll probably get a better rating on Thursday night rather than a long day of New Year's and everybody got to be exhausted from the day. But, yeah, 4 o'clock. But I'll be watching nonetheless.
Well, you know how you get a better rating? You put the game on ABC. That's how you get a better rating. I mean, all these games end up on cable now. And, again, If you're not paying the kids, although finally they are, give them maximum exposure. And by the way, no offense to the Gator Bowl, I've been to 2 of them. I love Jacksonville. I love going to the Gator Bowl, but the Gator Bowl has no relevance to the bigger picture. This game does. Flip them. Play the Gator Bowl earlier. Put the Notre Dame-Georgia game at night. That's disappointing. I was looking forward to having something to do tonight.
Me too.
Watch that game.
I've actually thought about recording it and trying to go off radar and then sitting on the couch at 7 and watching it then. Yeah,
that's actually a pretty good idea.
I am thinking about it. I know. Somebody will ruin it for me, though.
I'll get you.
Yeah. You'll be like, damn, Georgia's up by 20. That's what you'll do or something like that. Right.
I'll come up with some creative way to get you. I'll pay somebody to come to your house and tell you the score. Yell it through the window. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.